And what I'll say is that has been done with a lot of time and energy and effort by design. Like I don't think we are naturally simple people. I think like Mike can attest to this in that like when we're trying to like get ideas out of each other's heads, like that's a whole long string of we're gonna go here to here to here to here to here, and then finally we'll get to the end. And I think with Heartbeat, we spent a lot of time figuring out how do we make this as simple and approachable as possible. And it was for a couple of reasons. The first one was, if you think about who we serve, these are often people that are kind of exactly like you said, right? Like they are incredible salespeople, incredible marketers. And what they're going out to do is go build a business from scratch. It is a wildly courageous thing to go do that. And so you have 89 different competing priorities at any point in time. There's always this ping and that ping that's pulling your attention. And so for us, it's trying to figure out like, how do we make this not an extra thing that you have to stress about? How do we make it the thing where you click these 2-3 buttons, you're good to go, you're happy, you've got everything set up and you're ready to roll. And so I think it was really, really leaning into who our customers are and how do we serve them as effectively as possible without adding this extra stress to their day.
Yeah. So in terms of communities that you see at the moment, I'm going to come and ask Laura and Mike about this as well. Like, so my community has over 500 members. We're not using your waiting list feature yet because we've already got an email waiting list and we haven't got around to changing it. But I've seen so much change over the last 2 years in terms of the features that you're providing. And I really I've almost taken inspiration from how you guys run Heartbeat in the fact that it's based on user feedback. And you're tailoring things based on the people that are using them saying, we need this. And I see the feedback that comes. I see the upvoting that people can do for new features. And I love how you have the monthly town halls, that you're getting live feedback from people and being really transparent about your roadmap. What was it that made you brave enough to do that? And that can be you or Mike. Like, I feel like that's brave, but I actually also do that because I've seen you doing it and it working so well.
Yeah, Mike, I don't know if you want to, go ahead and jump in. I guess the quick thing that I'll say from the product side, and then Mike, I'd love to hear your take from the growth side of the business. Sure. The honest answer from the product side is when you're going and you're sitting in front of a screen, like, a terminal, or you're actually like writing code, it's just as paralyzing of like, what do we build? Like what do we put out there that people are actually going to use that they're going to be happy with? And so the funny thing on our end is it's just a beeline towards like, let's stop wasting our time with all of these other like a million and beautiful things that we could be making, the bells and whistles. And then let's just focus on the things people actually need. And so I think the town hall started as a way for us to just get thoughtful and meaningful feedback. And it came from the fact that we'd built a business before, Mehul and I, my co-founder, where we went in the wrong direction. Like we didn't build the things that we should have. And, hindsight's 2020, but we've kind of recognized, like looking back, that like, yeah, we should have just taken a less windy path and taken a much more direct path and built the things people told us to build. And so I think from the product perspective, it's actually really nice and it simplifies what we need to go out and do. And I will say that it's also changed the nature of the product. Like early on, we thought our job was, let's just build a really great community space. Let's build a space where people can chat back and forth, connect, have conversations. And if we do that well, and we sell that to people, we'll build a great business and, we'll be able to grow and scale it. And I think what we've realized, especially over the last 2 years, is we've got to do more than that. Like our job is not to just help you build a community. Our job is actually help you build a lasting and growing business. And so when I kind of look out at the world, like what I'm seeing is that community builders are essentially like the entire next generation, this next wave of entrepreneurs that are coming. Like if we think about what's happened in the SMB land, like it is people, 10, 15 years ago started off like building online stores and e-commerce stores. And that's when like your first Etsy stores and Shopify shops got started. Mm-hmm. But today in 2025, people aren't trying to launch their Etsy stores and Shopify shops. They're taking all of the skills and knowledge and expertise that they have and trying to figure out how do we package that and how do we sell that in a way that is scalable, but also does justice to our customers and actually gives them the things that they're coming out here looking for. And how do we do that at scale? And community is just a beautifully elegant solution that helps you go out and do that really effectively. So when I think about what we've shifted to now it's really being the next version of Shopify for this like huge wave of entrepreneurs that's coming. So at least on the product side, like I think the town halls created so much that allowed us to do that.